We're live now. So, like we were saying off air, we thought we'd get on air and talk about it. Allegedly Meg Thee Stallion was shot in the foot by Tory Lanez.
Shooting yourself in the foot.
Supposedly they was at like a party in LA or some shit like that, and she said she was leaving him, and he got to argue with the gun in the car and accidentally shot her in the foot. That's what they said. That's what I read. You know, I don't know how true it is. Because supposedly they were dating, or they were dating. She broke up with him.
Okay.
And you know, I guess he ain't want to. I'm very loud.
Yeah, you're not very loud, but you're loud.
Let me turn this down. How about now? Is that better?
No.
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 Dude, I got the mic as far as I can away from me.
You need to do better.
They can shut up. So, yeah.
Okay. Kev the Stallion.
So that's what happened. No, that's not me. So that's what happened, dog. You think they're going to get back together? Because, you know, I shoot
my bitches in the foot and they always come back.
Exactly. I seen bitches get pistol whipped and they go to jail and they put money on his books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to say that would be a joke or something like that, but nah, that's pretty accurate. I can see that.
Yeah. It's like, it is always like, oh, I can't never find a good man. Well, you know, the nigga you dating, you know, he ran drugs for El Chapo.
He had to put food on the table now.
He did that, and he punched you in your eye 3 or 4 times, you know.
You gotta, recognize the signs. Getting punched in the eye is one of them.
Yes.
I know we're joking, but I don't want to make light of that. It's not a funny thing if somebody, you know what I mean? But the guy who pulls a gun out on you or whatever is not the guy for you.
Exactly. So leave them alone.
Yeah.
You know, it's just crazy because females are like, oh, they can't never find a good guy, but they got a guy like that's up their ass willing to love the death out of them, and then they go mess with the nigga that's trying to fuck their friend. Like, oh my gosh, he likes me and my friend, but he chose me more.
You think, like, all right, you know how I do. I love to have a serious conversation. Do you think that still happens at our age? Like, for real? I'm asking.
Some of the more, you know, unattainable females, or ones who think they're unattainable, they still like dumbass guys. They can hear their niggas cheating on them 6 times a week and have 0 time invested. Pretty much just starting out a relationship and will fight tooth and nail to keep that shit. Or attracted like I don't know. I see people all the time, but I don't know if they are age. But you see girls like I seen a post somebody talk about they releasing felons from jail like for the coronavirus, and bitch they're like, oh yeah, bunch of niggas, bunch of big dick felons about to get released, hot girl summer shit. I'm like, yo, y'all gonna be.
They know.
I don't know. They just be tracking the shit. But you check them, you're like, yep, see, you gonna be the dumbass that get fucked over and gonna be crying about niggas ain't shit. Now, bitch, your choice of niggas ain't shit.
It has a hell of a lot to do with it when it comes to waiting for the felons to get released. There's I'm not saying all felons are bad.
Nah, they ain't. But you know, you gotta vent, motherfuckers. Like, see where they at. If you just happy that they coming home.
It's something to be said to the guy who comes home to a woman, has to stay at her house, use her car, and all that shit. It's something to say to the guys that do that, and the women don't recognize it either. Not that I know too much about that shit, but I've seen it.
You want to join? Oh, okay. I'm gonna send you a link, Lise. Send you a link. I got you right now.
Some shit to air out.
Yeah. That's what this is.
Air it out then.
Ah, shit. How the fucking send the link?
Yeah, I fucked it up.
Nah. Go ahead, keep talking, man. Like, talk, Dre.
I'm curious to know what she wants to air out. Guys ain't shit.
Probably.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that's my guess. Men ain't shit.
That's the link right there, Lisa. I just put it in the comments. That's it right there.
I don't think we are shit though. I think both.
Listen, bro. I don't know if we ain't shit, but we ain't fucking horrible, man. It's just we even when like I know I wasn't ain't shit nigga at one point in time in life, but certain females I was like, all right, because she's demanded I do X, Y, Z. Let me get my shit together for her. I just can't fuck her over.
Are all the mics on?
Maybe not. No, they all off.
All right, you are loud.
Yeah, you got me turned up to the max. How about now? Good?
No, your volume is not changing.
What the fuck? Oh, okay. Maybe my mic. I'm changing my mic. Sorry.
Hey guys.
Right. What's going on?
What's up, Lisa?
How you doing? Do I need to put headphones in?
Not really.
Okay. So in regards the shit that I gotta air out pretty much is in regards to this whole pandemic thing. Can't hear me?
No, I'm saying let it go. Kev, now turn your mic up, Kev. Now turn your mic up.
So in regards to this whole pandemic thing, y'all know I work in the casinos, right?
Yep.
So I'm not gonna name what casino I work at. I'm not gonna name any names. It's just I had to call out today because of some shit that happened last night. Because I could not go into work again today because I would not handle it. I would literally punch somebody the hell out.
What happened?
What happened last night is we're getting a lot of people from out of state coming in to stay at the hotel, right? Mm-hmm. Now, to my understanding, the governor's rules for allowing the casinos to reopen was we're only allowed to have 25% capacity on the casino floor.
Right.
But the hotel is allowed to have 75% capacity.
So, let me
guess.
So
that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Like, how are we supposed to keep the 25% capacity on the casino floor when the hotel capacity is 50% higher?
Smoke and mirrors. I get it.
Yeah. So we're getting a lot of people coming in from out of state where these mask and no indoor dining laws aren't really enforced. And as a guard, we have to enforce these laws in the casino in order for us to stay open because we have health inspectors and shit coming in, making sure that we're following all of the rules. So these people from out of state want to give us all this kind of hard time about eating and drinking and, you know, wearing a mask and all that kind of other stuff. Like, we actually, like, I was listening to the radio on the other night when I was on my break. And there was this family from Georgia that had a reservation in the hotel. And, you know, the front desk is required to ask if they're coming in from these states that the governor is blacklisted. Have you quarantined for 14 days before coming to the property? And this one family said, nope, we don't believe in it. We're not doing that. And my shift manager, like, we have shift manager, assistant shift manager, supervisor, right? And then sometimes the director of security will be on shift with us too. Like, he switches his schedule throughout the week so that he's able to be on all the different shifts.
Right.
So our shift manager, not the director, the shift manager had to go down to the front desk and literally evict these people off of the property because they did not understand the rules that New Jersey had in place because of this coronavirus, and they're filing all kinds of complaints and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, don't come here if you're not going to follow the rules. That's driving me nuts. And because I'm a girl, right? Like, 75% of my shift is male guards, right?
Yeah.
There's like me and maybe like 2 or 3 other female officers. So because I'm a girl, they don't want to listen to me. They want to listen to the male officers more than they want to listen to me. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
That's usually
so
the BS.
I get called all kinds of nasty names. I get called like all kinds of nasty political things, and I was having a rough time last night. And so I asked my supervisor, I was like, look, can you put me somewhere where there's not as much of a crowd, where I don't have to get called these nasty names all night?
Right.
So she was like, fine, we'll switch you with one of the other people back in the back part of the building. And I didn't know this, but apparently the one of the persons that was in this back part of the building is seeing one of our guards.
Oh.
And that was the guard that I had switched with, who was supposed to be back there.
Oh, come on.
All right. He's trying to get his buns.
Oh,
yeah,
wait. Or
he's trying to get his buns.
And she starts coming into the back screaming about how she hates people and all this other stuff and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, me too. She flips out on me like it was my fault her day got ruined.
Oh, my gosh.
So she was upset because she can't suck dick on shift.
Apparently,
and
you know what?
And the section that I was in was closing at 8:00, and it was 7:30 when I got switched back there. So she was getting ready to leave anyway.
Yeah, go. You know what? The reason she want to have sex with this or continue her relationship because it's not supposed to be happening. I'm pretty sure they both got counterparts at home and they can only get their shit up. You know, it has to be. You can only get your shit off at work because I wouldn't even sweat it that hard.
Yeah, why would you care so much?
I wouldn't. I'm working with my girl. I'm waiting for my girl. All right, I'll see you when you get home, babe.
Right, wait for you to get off of work.
Yeah, it's
Is it me or did this whole thing kind of bring out not everybody, but like the worst in people? This whole Corona shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
it's like terrible. I definitely did not hate my job as much as I do now before this all started. But
I can see that.
My last day in the casino is on the 25th, and after that, I'm never going back.
Oh, wow, really?
I'm never going back.
I curse every motherfucking body out. You know, my problem is
these people are so hard to deal with now. It's not even funny.
And these are the same people, you know, that probably tell you stand for the flag or obey the cops or obey the rules or don't do X, Y, Z. We're not asking people to wear masks because we want to treat them like kids. It's like, listen, if you have something that can get me sick and possibly kill one of my family members,
right?
Please wear a mask. You don't want to wear a mask. You don't want to wear a mask. Go cough in your grandma's face, your aunties. Y'all have a giant cookout. Y'all stay together. Y'all don't want to abide by the rules. Anybody else that's down want to have that type of party? Go have a giant party. Yeah. Go have a giant party together.
But
why come here?
Half of the household that I live in is high risk for coronavirus. And me, myself, personally, I'm high risk for the plague because I'm allergic to penicillin. So, I mean, you got this plague shit going on out in Colorado now. Like,
oh yeah,
what?
You ain't hear?
You didn't hear about that?
I don't watch the news.
The squirrel has what?
There was actually a news article today that stated that Colorado is seeing their first official bubonic plague case.
Yeah, bubonic plague
since 2015.
All right, God, we get it. Time to come home. Time to come home. It's over.
I'm guessing that's why Michael Jackson and all these people like had these untimely deaths because God, the rapture. You don't believe in the rapture?
I never said that. I just don't.
It makes sense. Died.
I mean, Michael Jackson died
like that, it makes
15 years ago.
Hey man, listen, he started taking people home early. Like, hey, listen, I gotta get.
And Michael Jackson was one of the first.
Yeah, man.
You know what, Mike special. Come on. Teach everybody how to moonwalk in heaven.
Rest in peace, Kobe. like my man Kobe.
All right, I get you. You
get what I'm saying? But these people from out of state, you're coming into our state that who actually maintain it. Y'all laughed at us. I'm pretty sure all these other states, Georgia, Florida, they all laughed at us because we was quarantined. But our cases are going down, which
And
is
we're
a
one
lot.
of 4 green states.
Exactly.
They trying to
Y'all,
make us red.
y'all was so happy. Y'all was so happy that y'all state opened back up early, and y'all get to go do whatever y'all want. And now y'all back to being quarantined again, pretty much.
I
Did
think
you
the
see
second
this?
wave gonna come.
The governor of Georgia refuses to mandate masks, and he actually banned local governments from enforcing it.
Yep. So now what? So what happens after that? What happens when the people need to travel to other states? What happens when somebody comes into the state? Are you kidding me?
Trump better build one of his walls around Georgia.
What's going to happen is, and it's going to be crazy. You ever think eventually it's probably like, yo, if you're from Georgia, you can't travel to a blue state. You can't come to our state.
It's green.
Green. But I'm just saying, green,
you know what
but
the funny
blue.
thing is? You know what the funny thing is? A lot of the guests that are getting in my face, they keep pulling the political card. Like, this is a blue state, right? And I'm like, yeah. Oh, that explains a lot. And I'm just like, what?
Yeah. I fucking work here, and these are the rules. What the fuck do you want me to do?
Bro,
I'm enforcing the goddamn rules. That's all I'm doing.
Bro,
right?
That's why people laugh at me about voting for Biden. I don't care what he did. I just got to get an idiot out of office. You know what I'm saying? That's
Correct.
it. Just get an idiot out of office. Anybody that has a half a brain, why would we want a host of a TV show as our president?
And a businessman at that. I mean, like, a lawyer, I will understand because he is supposed to practice the laws of the country.
Exactly.
Right? A lawyer, I can understand. A businessman, no. You do not run the country like a business because eventually it'll get to the point where you can't handle the finances of the country anymore because you're prioritizing certain things over others, and that's not what you should be doing as a political person.
I was reading
right now.
I was just recently reading today that the White House has stopped the CDC from holding the numbers for the coronavirus. They can't publish it no more.
Nope.
So they can't tell you how many who's getting the coronavirus.
They're not allowed to accurately report the numbers in the country anymore because it's making us look bad to the rest of the world.
This is happening, right? That's why I don't watch TV. I'm gonna pay attention to the news a little bit because this is
fucked.
That's why they're trying to crucify Dr. Fauci, because Fauci, one of our head medical professionals for the government, mind you, is trying to speak and, be truthful with the people about what's going on. And the White House keeps silencing him because they keep canceling all of his appearances.
Wow.
And they're trying to make Fauci look like the demon when he's really not. He's trying to give us the truth.
Exactly. America, I just want you to understand this thing. When this country falls to shit because of this coronavirus, I mean falls to shit, all you people who either support Trump or whatever, or support him not wearing masks and all this other shit, you are going to be in the same boat with the people who are trying to say, hey, wear the mask, follow the rules, do everything right. You're going to be in a boat with us. You're going to not have your job. Your family's going to start dying. They're going to shut the country down. They're going to worry about money, and they're going to say, fuck everybody else. I don't give a fuck if you did vote for him. So stop being I'm not. I'm just saying, just stop being a blind sheep and following this. It's like, Trump could tell people, hey, if you shoot yourself in the face right now with a 22 to stop the coronavirus, go do it today. And you get 10 people. Remember what he said, inject cleaners? People in New York. Yeah, people in New York were getting sick for ingesting cleaning supplies. Dude, think about it. We put locks on cabinets to keep our kids from getting into these cabinets. To get the bleach. Get the bleach.
Yeah.
And you are grown. You're a grown ass man. You go in the cabinet that you got safety lock from your toddlers and go in there and drink the stuff you don't want them to drink.
I think we're in trouble.
Did you hear about the couple that started eating their fish medication because it had the component of the medication that Trump said could cure it?
Oh my gosh.
Wait, they started eating. Well, it's medication, so they can ingest
For their
it, right?
fish. For their fish.
Oh wait, no, fish medic. Oh, not fish oil. You
No.
saying fish medication?
Yeah.
Yo.
Oh lordy.
And it got them sick. It got them sick, and it hospitalized them.
I'm telling you right now, Trump is whatever Dr. Fauci is telling Trump, he's listening 1,000%. When the camera comes on, he acts like he doesn't know the guy. But behind closed door, he's listening to this guy probably 1,000% because he knows going to save his life. All he's worried about is getting voted, being president again. That's it. Please understand that.
That's it. Because the Republicans are worried that this guy is going to ruin their reputation.
You know what? I don't know too much about politics, but you know what I feel like? I feel like with all the presidents, or not all of them, but with maybe lately, it's always like a big thing that happens.
See, my thing is this. The Republican Party used to be a lot better than what it is today. People don't know this, but if you've ever like studied history in any regard or watched any historically accurate movie, one of the greatest presidents in the history of forever, Lincoln, was a Republican. The Republican Party used to be so much better than what it is right now. Like the Democrats back in the day, they used to be the devil party. Now, because of what's gone on, something happened and everything is switched now. Now the Republicans are the devil party and the Democrats are trying to act like they're for the people. Neither of these parties are for the people. They're for their pockets.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's
agreed.
fact.
I think the government operates like that anyway. That's they shit.
There needs to be term limits on the Congress and the Senate, because if there's not, these people are just going to constantly continue to be issues, and they're going to constantly block and see.
Nah, she wants to come on. I'm gonna bring her in.
I gotta go walk my dog anyway. So.
No. She wants to talk about this same subject. So that's why she wants to come in, because she has stuff to say. It's like,
I don't know government. Y'all, I'm gonna let y'all get y'all shit off. I don't know government.
It's not knowing government, though. It's not so much knowing government, but just.
It's just my opinion from things I've seen. We need to have term limits on everything, like we have term limits on the president, because you constantly need that fresh blood coming in to give new perspectives. That's just my thing.
I agree 100%. 100%.
Hell yeah, you got it's. This guy is turning in, and I hate to say, he's really turning into Hitler. If anybody listens,
I don't even know who Fauci is.
No, I'm just
the dog for me.
If you listen to anything, if you ever follow history about how Hitler came into power, is because, it was a fear thing. And he came in with a fear thing. And he's playing the fuck out of it right now. And he's going to, I don't know what Hitler he's going to turn out to be, but it's not going to be good for the people of America. I can tell you that much. It's just.
Did you see? This is funny. Did you see the video of Trump's wall with the anti-climb panels on the top?
Oh, and the Mexican climbed that shit?
With the rope ladder?
Yes.
What's happening?
Trump put his wall up that Mexicans couldn't climb, supposedly, and them motherfuckers climbed the shit out of that wall.
With a rope ladder.
Oh, my God. It just seems like none of this shit is real.
Yeah.
Since I don't know how many years ago, it just seems like, all right, we're in a simulation. This has got to be a simulation. This is fucking weird. It's shit that just shouldn't be here that's happening right now. That's real life.
Because
it's fucking crazy.
Let's go biblical. This is all what we're going through right now is described in the Bible, so it was nothing new. We were supposedly.
I've never actually read the entirety of the Bible, but I went to Sunday school, right? And all of this bad stuff that keeps happening and keeps happening and keeps happening, it trickles back to history repeating itself. I don't know if you know the story of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Oh, the city that got destroyed because it's sodomizing. Just think about it. They were just going crazy, and God destroyed the city because men were sleeping with men, women were sleeping with women. It was just a lust city, so it was destroyed.
And God sent down one of his angels to save a family, right? And they said, whatever you do, don't look back, right? As this angel was walking away. Some of the family members looked back and they instantly turned to stone.
Yep.
Now, a scientific theory that surrounds that is that a nuke blew that city up. And the reason that that family, when they looked back, turned to stone is it was like a symbolism of radiation poisoning.
There you go. What's going on now?
If they was nuking motherfuckers 2,000 years ago or whatever many years ago, we got some problems.
What's up, Potty Mouth? AKA Naira. Listen, we had somebody else in here that wanted to join. I'm guessing you also wanted to speak on the subject.
I did, and I only got a little bit of time because I'm really at work, but I seen y'all talking y'all shit, and I seen Fauci yesterday. I do not like Fauci. I don't like none of these doctors. I don't like none of that shit. So that's why I'm saying. I don't trust none of this shit. All this shit fake. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure I ain't fucking making a whole bunch of sounds on y'all.
No, you're cool.
But listen, the whole shit. Okay, listen, this is an insurance scam. Okay? This is all going to drain the money from the company. So what we know about business people, I'm going to say business people because I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, is they fucking insurance scam. That's they thing. They'll say my house, something blew up, insurance. Until we on it, then we going to jail. You see what I'm saying? But what they did, they gave all this fucking unemployment. That's insurance. You see what I'm saying? Anybody else is getting disability, workman's comp. All these are insurances that they're paying out to motherfuckers that they've been holding on for a long motherfucking time. Everybody is getting an insurance check. And this is how I know. Because I was working at Aetna. You know what I'm saying? And Aetna cut me a check to be home on disability. So when I was like, fuck it, I'm going to hurry up and rush back to work. These motherfuckers would not pay me because it's another insurance company. They like, no, you can't get none of this unemployment, bitch. We know where you was at. So that's how I know that this all is insurance. Everything that's paying for everything is insurance. The people that's getting paid, the doctors that's getting the $13,000 for everybody that's diagnosed with COVID.
Oh shit.
Yeah, this is insurance. It's all about insurance money.
I'm gonna
see that makes sense, and that makes sense, and I'll tell you why. A lot of reports were going around that the numbers for COVID were being falsified. Even if the cause of death was not COVID, they were being, if they had it at the time of death, doctors were being forced to call it a COVID death.
I heard that.
And just think about it like this. Okay, so listen. Y'all know, I don't know if y'all know, but like on my little web, John, I be talking about blood diagnoses and everything. Every fucking disease is the same thing. Your blood is like going crazy somehow. So if you got sickle cell, if you got anemia, all of this is your blood fucked up. If you get shot, if your blood is sick, you can't repair. That nigga gonna die on the motherfucking table. None of these motherfuckers got none of that shit. Everybody was walking around with promethazine 2-3 years ago. That's because they had the COVID. The fucking bronchitis, some shit. Phlegm is something wrong going with your blood, and now your shit fucked up. This is all, it's a big ass lie.
No,
I'm gonna now I gotta watch my back.
No, I'm gonna tell you this. No, it's not a lie because I actually witnessed somebody in the hospital, a relative of mine, almost died from COVID. He was hooked up on every machine possible. They injected.
Let me ask you a question.
I was there.
Did your peoples have any other anything?
This is before he had a bad heart, but this was before we knew about COVID. This is when it was supposed to be a hoax. At this time, it was still a hoax. It was still a joke. It was something that China made up. It was on death's door, and when they tried to treat it, they could not treat it. Everything they pumped this person with, they couldn't treat it. They couldn't fight it. They had no clue what it was. It looked like pneumonia. They tried to treat it like they would treat pneumonia. What they was giving them wasn't taking effect. They tried to treat it like it was something else. It wasn't giving effect. They put him on a ventilator, and he just came back. He was at death's door, though. I witnessed this person being put in a coma because of it.
And it's funny because a lot of people that I talk to at work, these customers, these guests that they say they've had it and they were able to recover from it. But the doctors always told them that there was nothing they could do for them and they should call their relatives, but they wound up recovering from it somehow.
Can I say something? Okay. So if you, your blood, like, one thing that we know about trees, right? Trees give you oxygen, right? If we in an area where it's not no trees, the first thing we notice is we're going to be fighting. We're going, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
if you don't have oxygen through your food, then you're going to be sick. And I'm not one of them Dr. Sabi, because I swear to goodness, I had Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, all that shit, all the fucking time. Oh, I mean, listen, I can show you my debit shit. It's always some shit going on. But what I'm trying to tell you is, if you're not eating like certain things like black seed oil, your body is not going to have no oxygen. That's the only thing in this world that will replace your oxygen to your blood. If your blood is sick, you will not recover. You will never recover. Just like somebody, like if people drink too much, if they get cut, they'll bleed out too much.
I drink a lot.
This is why I refuse to live in a city, because there's barely ever any trees.
And that's the thing. When my grandma, she got the only fucking tree on her block. But I remember before, when it was trees up and down the block, niggas was not getting shot on the block. But as soon as they put that concrete under your feet, and you like, look, listen, it's to the point where the kids now, you see videos, and kids, you don't hear them, they mom peeling no oranges or apples or giving them nothing that grow out the ground. Yo, they mama cracking a bag of fucking chips.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, we
and
know
then
that.
the baby know the chips. So as soon as she hear the chips, she just you to the point, people to the point where they don't even fucking trust food no more unless it come out of package. Like, did that come out of package? Niggas like, oh, my fucking collard greens had worms or bugs in it. But that shit grew out the ground, nigga.
Well, I remember I was watching a video of a lady who was
That's why you wash your vegetables.
Yeah, I was watching a video of a lady that had her own garden. She grew her own garden. She stopped taking medicine. She was eating what she had in the garden to keep her healthy. The cops came to her house, and the city fined her for growing this elaborate garden. They tore this garden out, and this lady was forced to go back to taking her medication again. I'm not going to say, listen.
The fuck was that on? That's crazy.
You got. It was on the news, but you got to. This is what I say. They even the people that's saying about COVID, they think that how the way the disease is, that it was probably released from a lab, because it dies in sunlight. It's easily killed by. You can kill it with Windex, damn near.
Yeah, they definitely said it has some other shit in there. It's like a hybrid fucking, whatever.
They said, listen, I'm gonna tell you that's the reason why it's a hybrid is because, listen, when something get into, nothing's gonna. That's why I wrote that comment. And I was just like, these motherfuckers talking about a mask is gonna help you. When you know you've been riding in your car, coughing, scratching your booty, all the different shit you're doing, then you get out the fucking car and you go into Walmart. How is you protecting anything? Like, seriously, the same germs, the same shit has been out here. If you ain't washing your hands, you just a dirty motherfucker. Period.
Right.
You dirty. They should not have. And listen, if you go onto my YouTube, I promise you, it was January 28th. I said, wash your hands. I'm not Dr. fucking Fauci. He got a fucking degree. He out here telling y'all to wash your hands. That's all you got for me, my nigga?
Hand say the time.
Because, like
Put
I said,
me out there. That's all I'm saying is shout my name like y'all doing Dr. Fauci. If all he got to say is wash y'all damn hands. The nigga sound like he got the fucking COVID.
Oh my God.
Nigga be on like, hello, I just want everybody to stay in the house. Yeah, that's why Trump was like, you stay the fuck in the house.
I don't know who this man
to the
is.
White House.
I'm gonna
no
Google
fucking
him.
more, bro.
You never watched Fauci?
I don't watch the news. I'm dead serious. I don't watch the news.
I pay attention to the news because
Fauci.
I gotta take everything with him.
As soon as you hear this nigga say, hello. He sound like your worst day ever. Hello. I just want everybody to stay in the house. Stay in the house because you know what? They got me in the house, and I want you to stay in the house. He sound like Fauci. He sound like the lady on the cigarette commercial who'd be like, when you stop smoking cigarettes. Everybody they got out there with the joke. The other motherfucker, his name, what's his name? Richard, and he changed his name to Rachel. He over Pennsylvania. They got a whole transection. Y'all don't want me on this joint. That's why I said I'm a potty mouth. Richard.
All right, listen.
You got to be an ugly bitch. You ain't even
my.
Look these people up. This shit is a joke.
It's not.
The joke on us. If you ain't get a check, the joke on you. Get a check while you can and plant some fucking seeds. That's what I say.
Listen,
I agree. I agree with her on the whole garden thing. Like that, eat healthy. That's gonna change a lot.
Listen, have your Chick-fil-A while you can, because I know I seen the Chick-fil-A. I damn near fucking stopped. I'm like, but my client waiting on me. That's why I gotta go now, because my client, she fucking around and come on fucking Facebook and be like, I seen you and my nephew shit. I'm like, shit, you supposed to be the fuck upstairs wiping my ass. So I gotta go. But all I'm saying is, I walk around, and this my last thing. One of my girlfriends, right? She called. She had every fucking symptom of the fucking COVID. She was dizzy. She had the chills, everything. You know what I told her? Boil some lemons and drink it. You know your grandma used to clean your
Put
house
some ginger in there.
with some ginger. That's exactly what she had. You know she was back to work, giving whoever that shit gave her that shit right back.
Them natural
She was
remedies.
right back to work. She ain't died. She need no ventilator, no nothing. And that's the problem. We too busy trying to let them package everything for us.
Right.
I told these old ladies right out here, I said, let me tell you something, Grandma. This fucking plant right here is growing outside. I work out Delaware County. I'm about to walk up on this plant. This fucking plant growing outside. These old ladies, I said, y'all need to drink this shit like tea. This called echinacea. They sell it in the store for $4. It's growing in their yard. They don't even know, because if they don't take it, I'm going to fucking take it.
You can't say that on the internet. You are lying.
Yes, you can. It's
see
a
that
plant.
shit? It's called echinacea.
Yeah.
This shit will kill anything. That shit, listen,
Really?
look it up. They used that shit to kill fucking syphilis back in the day.
Oh, damn.
That shit is growing in their yard.
I'm a big believer in herbs, so yeah, absolutely.
Well, they
plants and herbs.
That's why I'm about to light my L. And I'm on the camera, so I gotta go. But
you say it while you're talking, though.
Fuck that. Freedom of
my
speech.
God.
She said she's talking about her L cigarettes.
Yes, I'm talking about. I'm about to get off. Cause fucking around my boss know one of y'all or some shit. She like, nah, on fucking Facebook Live on my StreamYard. Fucking talking shit. Miss Charmaine up. Sorry, let me stop.
You gave your name out. You got potty mouth.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I told you I was
You gave your whole alias away.
Oh,
all right, it was a good
the
talk.
lady name is Miss Shamikis. Miss Shamikis.
Oh my God.
All right, y'all. But it was good. It was real good.
Thank
y'all for listening to my perspective. Y'all here sweating like a sled.
Listen, this is why we call opinionated. We listen to everybody's opinion. We don't we try not to judge.
My opinion is cold hard facts. Listen, this is one last thing.
Good.
While I was working at Aetna, right? They do census. You notice right around this time, it's the census time. So if they know we're not going to do the census, so what they going to do? They're going to give us some little pennies and count us off. Everybody signed up for that unemployment. Niggas came out the woodwork. Niggas that
apparently the country is short on pennies anyway.
Yeah, literally.
So they gave them debit cards. So listen, but that's how they pulled everybody out. They said, no, whoever you are, if you work, whatever, if you got a business, whatever, apply, because that was the census. You notice they ain't really said nothing about the census no more. They know where you at.
Well, listen,
where you at. It was
motherfuckers went to jail behind that shit, though. Everybody that applied for that loan, it's people who applied for loans who had no businesses that are going to jail right now as we speak.
Listen,
I see
it ain't me, though. It ain't me.
Don't do it.
But what I'm saying is, they take account of everything you do. If they send a paper to your house that say, we'll pay you $25 to take your kids to get their teeth cleaned, right? If you pay attention to that, you call them up and say, you know what, I want my $25. They'll label you the type of motherfucker you're newsy. Like, you're newsy. You're inquisitive. If you the type of motherfucker let all the fucking shit they pass, they'll say, oh, you a lazy person. And they label people based on their response to the shit that they send out. All of these companies is the same company, because when you get to be 65, Medicare is going to be the one cutting the check regardless of whether you got Humana, Blue Cross, whoever. It's all the same people. Medicare is the same one that's cutting the check if you got state benefits, if you're getting it through welfare. It's the same motherfuckers. They just don't want you to feel like you don't have nobody else to go to, so you could go from this plan to that plan, but they all going to offer you the same shit. The same shit. And this is what we don't know because we don't read. We don't give a fuck. We just like, okay, we going with the flow. They gave us 600. But what did they ask you for in return? That's what niggas really need to start paying attention to. Like, what are they asking? They ask you to sit at home with your own fucking kids. And I know if you scroll back on my joint, I said that shit. I said, that's okay. Don't worry about your little badass kids because they're going to leave your ass right home with them. You're going to homeschool your own kid. If Tay can't read, it's your fault now.
Oh, shit.
Your fault now. You see what I'm saying? Because you can't read. Now he at home with you. And you know what people doing? Tamar Braxton right now trying to kill herself. Because she don't even like herself. Oh, bitch, how you in the house 3 months with yourself and you like, I'm about to kill myself. Bitch, you got everything.
They got to look themselves in the face.
And that's all that is. So, yeah, 52 weeks looking at those fucking edges, I'll be crying too.
Oh, that's why I got mirrors in my house.
God damn.
Let me get out of here. How do I get off of this?
Just click. We're going to remove you. Just click out of here.
I want my co-host spit out. Let me know when y'all want me on next time.
Okay.
You can come on
Fridays.
Fridays. We on every Fridays.
Y'all gonna have to do it a little later because Miss Sharmoozis, she ain't trying to hear that shit.
All right.
Don't be good. I gotta go.
All right. Good talking to you.
Bye. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
All right.
Telling on herself.
All right then.
Very entertaining. Yeah. Man, my camera keep falling, man. I don't know what's going on, bro.
Get a camera stand, Dre.
I got one. It's just where I put it at is falling, but yeah, I don't know. Like that's why I said I had to look up who Dr. Fauci even was because I really don't watch the news because that shit is depressing. Every time if I got up and watched the news every day, I'll fucking kill myself because it's like everything is COVID. Hey, watch out, y'all. They said COVID is going to make your nose fall off. Oh, watch. Oh, Trump is doing this again. It's like it's designed to make you fucking depressed and
it doesn't
scared.
Make me depressed. It just pisses me off.
That too.
That too. Mad, but I still follow it even in the smallest regard because I still want to be able to stay up to date just a little bit.
Yeah, you. Somebody, I was listening to a podcast about people who doing a political show right now, and they said that their show is it's scripted. It's all scripted. Everything is scripted. You got to talk about this stuff, and the reason you're talking about this stuff because certain politicians are telling you, "Hey, your show is owned by, the Republicans or our party, or that's my best friend. Here's the script you're going to read for us today, and you better stick to it, or you won't have a job." And it's sad.
Here's my problem with all of this. The news puts on television whatever the government says it's okay to put on television.
Absolutely.
When COVID came out, it was all about COVID. When the George Floyd thing hit, it was all about BLM. It was all about ALM, all that controversy right there. Which, by the way, BLM. By the way,
word. Absolutely.
And now that the BLM stuff, people got tired of seeing it all. It's all about what people get tired of seeing. Now you got this stuff with Will and Jada Smith.
Oh Lord!
Like
we did a whole show about that because it was funny.
They're trying to use stuff that's not important to distract people from what is really important. They're trying to put the COVID stuff on hold. They're trying to put the murder hornets on hold, which, by the way, what the hell ever happened to them?
Where'd they go?
They just disappeared. They said, "Hey, listen, they don't need us. Go back to the box."
Yeah, they definitely said, "Whoa!" Fucking turn right the fuck around. Whoa, what the fuck is going on here? Goodbye.
With Japanese hornets are not really that big of a deal in the United States. They can't survive in our environment.
No,
that's what happened to them.
I seen a guy literally
fuck them things.
I seen the guy go. I seen a video of a guy intentionally got stung by a murder hornet, and what happened is he survived.
Coyote Peterson, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Coyote Piss.
No, that's his name.
Peterson.
Coyote.
That's his name. Okay.
He's got a YouTube channel. He's got a YouTube channel where he goes out and literally gets stung by things intentionally to inform the public of what to do if you have an allergic reaction, how painful the sting actually is.
Somebody got to do it.
Yeah, right?
It ain't this motherfucker right here.
He He's the American.
The crocodile guy.
Yeah, he's the American crocodile hunter, except with bugs. Shit. Coyote Peterson. He's got a YouTube channel.
Yeah. Speaking of YouTube channel,
what was the crocodile guy's name again?
I've been checking out your YouTube. Steve Derwin. Yeah. I've been checking out your. I've been checking out your YouTube channel. I'm about to put my daughter. She watches it, so because it's all about makeup, and then she's very big into that makeup stuff.
Yeah.
I have a makeup light.
I had to put it on hold for a couple of weeks though because going back to work and everything. It's once I am done with my current job and I move on to my new job, I will have more time to put into my YouTube channel.
Word.
Because my new job is going to be a part-time union job, so I'll still get benefits even though it's part-time. But it allows me to have more time to work on my YouTube channel because it's part-time and not full-time like this nightmare in the city is.
But I heard about that 25% shit though. I heard about that, and I didn't know how 25% left in the casino. The casino. I didn't know how they was gonna pull that off. I honestly didn't know.
Barely.
What they
did was they shut off certain slot machines and they spaced them so you know how you would have 4 slot machines that are usually right next to each other,
right?
They shut off the 2 in the middle pretty much.
Okay,
so there's one over here and there's one over there so they can social distance properly,
but you still got that grandma standing behind you right on your back done with the machine. Hey, bitch, back up. I ain't security. I'll slap the shit out you. Fucking mask. I ain't. No, it's not.
Slapping grandmothers since 1983.
Nah, you know those plastic shield things that they put up between you and the cashier at Walmart?
Yeah.
They have those set up on all the blackjack and roulette tables.
I don't think that's terrible.
No, but they also took so usually a blackjack table would have 8 seats around it. Now it only has 4 seats around it, and those plastic dividers come out, they come out so that you're separated from the person that's sitting in the seat next to you.
Okay.
Yeah. It's crazy. If a motherfucker is going through all that trouble to do that, just, maybe a mask would be courteous. Listen.
They still haven't finished installing them on some of the gaming tables yet, and the ones that they're not installed on aren't operational. They're not allowed to be used.
See?
Right. I say you can definitely take those precautions and at least help, but it's a lot of people that, I'm seeing it on Facebook and all that shit. It's a lot of people that literally be like, no, I'm not wearing a mask, and want to fight for the right not to wear a mask.
Yo.
There's so much more important shit going on.
I come across those people every night. Every night. And it is so frustrating to get called the names that I've been called, to get, almost physical with some people. Always have to call a supervisor because somebody won't wear a mask. You have to kick them off the property. They don't understand that the food court is takeout only, and you can't sit in the windowsill and eat your food. There's tables and chairs for a reason.
Get out of there.
Yo, I was watching a video of dude.
ASAP.
A guy got stabbed because he asked him. A 75-year-old man got stabbed by somebody because he told the guy to put a mask on, so he stabbed him. The police catch this guy. What do? He rushes the cop and gets killed.
Okay.
But I'm saying you stab somebody over a mask, dog. I
don't understand, bro. It's like they pumping dumb gas from the fucking planes or something like that, just making everybody stupid. I don't understand. It's like this shit is a TV show. I'm trying to tell you.
It is. This is the Newman show.
Now.
You see the meme of the aliens watching TV?
I ain't going to fucking Earth.
Yeah. Us.
Fuck Earth.
Stupid. This shit seems, I swear to God, it seems.
And they're like, hold on, wait, watch this.
Yeah. It just seems like a fucking simulation. I said this shit a while ago because I started really thinking yo, there's too much goofy shit going on. And it seems like you're the only one that's sane and says, all right, well, wear a mask. I gotta wear this shit every day. Where I work at, I go in people's houses every day. I gotta wear a mask every day. This shit don't kill me. It don't hurt me. I don't give a fuck.
They go potty mouth back on again. Don't put the
busted
old
back
lady
in.
on screen.
Don't put the old lady on the screen.
Nah, go ahead.
Cause
What
I
you
gotta
had
go
to
near the window and shit. I had to say something about the mask though.
All right.
Right?
go ahead. I wear my shit.
Because
Listen.
I gotta
I
talk my shit. I don't care. She sleep. When I came in, she was asleep. I was like, fuck it. I want to go back in, Lord. Let me go back in. So
All right.
the fucking mad shit. Now, I be seeing like somebody tried to criticize me the other day about not coming in the store with my mask on. And I get it. Like people, if you scared or that's you want to set your boundaries, that's okay to set your boundaries. But don't criticize me and your mask look like a dirty bra from a young John who wear
Ew.
this on every day. Your mask, and you see people with them dirty ass masks, like your mask ain't fresh blue.
That's a
The
fiend.
Ain't fresh.
surgical ones
Fresh.
are meant to be
Them
Fresh
those
blue.
blue
Jones
ones
be
are meant to be
dusty as
single
shit.
use.
Like, bro, if your mask done took on your complexion, it's no reason for you to talk about nobody else not having on the mask. You killing your motherfucking self. You
Listen,
see what I'm
I
saying?
tell motherfuckers that
Those
got
blue
listen,
ones are
bro.
meant to be single use, and people don't understand that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Nope.
I get a
Those
I,
songs be filthy. They be looking like old dirty wife beaters. I be like, come on now, like you.
My job at least was nice enough to provide me, washable ones where you can put the filter in and take the filter out.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
had. I got a full face respirator upstairs. Like I did hazmat work my whole life. Dre know.
My fucking dog.
Remember I did hazmat work.
I
So
remember. I remember.
I had to wear the mask. Technically, wearing the mask, this is supposed to be bald. This is bald. If you have gloves on,
You be seeing the Aki, they beards be hanging out the bottom.
it doesn't do nothing. What
I'm
fucks
like,
me up
oh,
is
God.
motherfuckers. Listen. I think I had the COVID a long time ago because I was down. The shit put me down. It ain't kill me. The thing I'm worried about is like I said, my family member almost died from this shit. Like I seen them on death's bed, and there was nothing that I can do to bring this person back. So my mind is like, look, I thought the shit was a joke,
I
but
can't hear y'all. Somebody tried to call me.
I thought the shit was a joke that you can't get it, but watching a family member almost die that was close to me, that kind of fucked me up. So, oh shit, I wear my shit because I don't.
Somebody tried to call her. She may come back in.
I ain't trying to kill nobody because I seen a family member almost die from the shit. I seen it. Like at the time, I had no clue what the fuck it was. I didn't know what it was because at that time, it wasn't. The person almost died from it. This happened so long ago. This is before they start the COVID, the whole quarantine. Nobody knew anything about it. And then when they started talking about what the COVID is and what it does and the symptoms, I'm like, yo, I remember that whole scene. I remember the ventilators, all this fucking medicine, nothing's fucking working. They can't treat it. This, what I mean? This person's on death's door. You can get it.
Here's my thing about it. My mom works for a major hospital. I'm not going to say which one, but she works for a major hospital, like one that everybody knows. And she has seen these people on these COVID floors because she takes blood. And she has to go into these rooms in like full hazmat attire. And, she has to, like, I think like once a month they make her get antibody tested or something like that. But my whole thing is because I'm young and I don't really have any problems with me, I'm pretty sure I had the shit like back in like December, November, and it was just like a cold.
It was
And then I
bad,
got over it.
but it was bad. It was like when I had my shit, it was like I get the flu. I know what the flu feels like.
Yeah.
When I got this,
Motherfucker.
this guy.
God damn.
when I thought I had this shit, this was not the flu. It was nothing I was doing with like how I treated for the flu worked. This shit put me under. I'm like, yo, this is the worst I ever felt in my fucking life. Like, what is going on with me right now? I can't kick this shit.
See, my whole thing is every time I get a cold, I always treat it like it's a sinus infection. And I always blow my nose as much as I can. And when that big chunky thing of bloody snot comes out, that's how I knew I got the infection out. So when I finally got that out
Ew.
and I looked at it, it was bloody, it was green. It wasn't like any kind of normal color.
It's a virus.
It was like just stuck right here.
It's green.
And when I hacked it up, it was the same thing. It was green, it was bloody. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, that's not my normal sinus infection. So that's why I'm pretty sure I had it back before this was an issue, and I already have antibodies for it and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
you build up.
Okay, okay. So listen. So when you say when somebody says you have antibodies, right? So that means that your body is literally already fighting off of this. You see what I'm saying? When you see antibodies pop up on a test, this means your body is already whooping its ass. It's not, oh, you had antibodies, blah blah blah. It's you have antibodies. Your body is already out there whooping ass. So most medicines that they give you is already it's going to suppress whatever. Like if somebody has HIV, they're on immune suppressants because what they don't want your immune system to do is to fuck this shit up, and then they say, "Oh, it's curable." You see what I'm saying? So they give
that's
you
why
immune
I don't take medication.
And this is what I'm saying. Ain't no medication going to treat anything because it's not natural substances. So your body, if you came from the dust, and they could find any mineral in the ground in you, you got to get your substance from the ground. It's going to have to come from the ground. Like you can boil garlic, you can boil any fucking thing and drink that shit, and it's gonna make sure to go away. My dad is straight Caribbean. Like sometimes I have to ask him 4 or 5 times what he said. Like, Dad, what did you say? Because I didn't hear that. You know what I'm saying?
That's
exactly.
racist.
And I'm dead serious.
I didn't say nothing.
My kids to the point where my kids
my grandma speaks
record them. Like they record them. Like, Pop said, and they record them. And then they bring it to me, and I'm like, oh no, he asked you for something simple, right? I seen my dad, he like don't miss a shift at work ever. He had a double to do, so he worked, he came home, he had the shivers and everything. He said boil some garlic, he said ginger, some onion. I'm thinking this is the nastiest soup in the world.
No, it's just how you about to be bomb.
A noodle in it. He was back up for work at 8 o'clock. Like, all right, shiver free, cold free. But that's what we don't trust in that shit no more. We like, oh no, it's just an orange. It's just an apple.
Because people are too brainwashed into listening to what the professionals say.
Correct.
You got to think about it, man. I'm pretty sure. Sorry, I gotta go. Go ahead, continue. I'm gonna mute my mic. I'm mute my mic.
Yeah.
No.
Mute it, damn it. Yeah. Yeah, people don't actually, like, people are Americanized, and what you learn from the gate is, no, you got something, take some Robitussin. You got something, take some this, take some that, take some Tylenol. But I done heard, especially over the last couple of years, like herbs and shit like that, and eating right to begin with, that's gonna help you out. Say what you want about Dr. Sabi.
Listen, I ain't a Dr. Sabi fan, because when you look at his medicine, it's still stuff that grow out the ground, and he wanted to stack for it. Like, so you wanted to stack for 30-day supply or something. And this is what I'm saying. What it is they prey on people that's ignorant. They prey on you to be stupid. You know what I'm saying? They prey on, okay, you don't know what a lemon is? We'll call it vitamin C. And now you're out purchasing vitamin C for $25 when you got some oranges from the Mexican, who you like, oh, Mexican, he got oranges. Well, guess what? His family healthy because they got oranges.
True. Yeah, I'm not a real big fan of oranges, so I just take the vitamin C supplement.
That right there is pretty cheap.
Listen,
I'm back, niggas. I'm back. What's good?
Talking about vitamin C, bro.
Oh yeah, because.
Okay. Like, you got something on vitamin C?
No, I don't have that on vitamin C. What they say is
jump in.
I am, because this stuff is the reason they say take vitamin C. The COVID is just like the flu and everything else. You have to build your immune system up and your body up to not catch it. You know what I'm saying? The mask and everything protects you and everything, but you have to build your body up to protect yourself from it. What COVID is dangerous is because when you get it, and somebody has already something like, say, like I'm scared to catch it because I have a baby here. I'm scared to also catch it because my dad has cancer and he has one lung. So I know if he catches, that's a death sentence. I already seen what it does. It's a death sentence for him. That's it. If he catch it, we get the cold, we get sick, that'll be a death. He can't even catch pneumonia or the flu. It's almost a death sentence for him. This should have put him away. So that's why I get scared about this shit. But yeah, vitamin C does help. Sorry. That was just
vitamin D. Vitamin D is actually what helps the immune system.
I'm sorry.
And I actually did not know that.
Man, If you listen to me, I'm trying to tell you, I do this. This is what I do. And I don't even take no money because I already know. And listen, people be having the cooties, and they the ones that won't never tell people like you helped them. The ones with the cooties, they won't never tell nobody. Well, I would, sis, but it's that. Like I don't want to tell nobody it was that.
The cooties.
Like, they won't never come out.
He got.
I ain't heard that
people,
word since elementary school. What?
She pretty much saying he got a disease that you can't give back.
The embarrassing shit. But listen, that's fine with me. Whatever the case may be, I will respect your HIPAA like the doctors will respect your HIPAA. But eventually, one day, somebody gonna come to you and you gonna say, "No, go to Naira." She know. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I know for a fact, and I'm not Muslim. Y'all know I'm Christian to the core. But Prophet Muhammad was on some shit. He said, "Black seed cure everything except for death," and literally, it does because it repairs your blood, so your blood can repair whatever. If you don't have no black seed in your diet, you done. Period.
I ain't been taking no black seed oil. I need to
get on smoothies. You could drink kale till you blue in the face. You can do whatever you want to. If you ain't got that,
that's why them everything bagels are my shit.
Not poppy seeds.
I haven't taken any black seed oil. I need to try some or get some.
I'm trying to tell you that shit works, and you mix that shit with honey. No cootie can stand in your body, period.
I take chlorophyll.
I'm just laughing at the fact that she's still saying cootie.
Chlorophyll is cool, but black seed is the best. It's just the best.
I'm going to grab some.
It's the best.
Do they got a supplement for it?
They got a pill. You can take.
I was going to say, I thought so, yeah.
They got pills. They got powder. They got the whole seed. They got the oil. Kev, I promise you, if you take black seed oil with honey, you'll be sounding so sexy next week. You won't even be like, you know how you sound right now.
That's my normal voice.
No, it's not.
That's my normal voice. Oh yeah. No, I gotta get some of that. I gotta get some black seed oil. I can order that shit today.
Nah, they have it.
Some honey. It's love. I'm trying to tell you, can't nothing stand in your body.
While you're still here, Naira, I actually got a question for you. Are there any benefits to seaweed supplements?
So this is my thing, because chlorophyll is kind of up there with the seaweed. I personally am not a sea mosser because I don't eat any kind of seafood. I don't eat Gordon's fisherman or fucking tuna of the sea. I don't eat none of that shit. So I can't really, but I know a girl, she like, oh yeah, it's great for you. To me, her skin look all fat, like it's all inflamed. To me.
Only reason why I'm asking is because my coworkers like pray by the shit. So I'm trying to figure out what's the big deal about it.
This is what I'm gonna tell you right now. Next time somebody say it has 92 out of 102 minerals.
That's what I was gonna say. That's literally what I was about to say.
You look at their face and you say, "Well, what minerals?"
But I heard.
I have no idea.
About 16.
But I heard. But they say all life came from the sea and stuff like that. Like if you ever have elements or stuff like that, you're supposed to like if you got a bad shoulder, I went to Jamaica, and I think I was feeling like beat up from work. I got in their water. I rubbed the sand on me where I was hurting at, and I never felt so good in my life. Maybe it might be some things to the sea moss.
That I think is a mental thing. I think that's a mental thing.
No,
I ain't never heard no shit like that, bro.
I always get ocean water to like salt water to cure me. Like if you got bad knees, like I used to do kickboxing and stuff like that. I would go down to the beach in the summertime and I would get in the water and it would take the inflammation out. Like I know I had my knees be swelled up like a grapefruit and it would take it away. You know, so I've been there.
That's that extra salt. Like that's salt. Like I get that. I don't go for the
For the sea moss?
The sea moss, no. Because this is my thing. When you look at the periodic table, that's 102 minerals. So which one are you talking about? Are you talking about neon? Are you talking about arsenic? Are you talking about...
I know some of them ones are toxic too. Like what?
There you go.
No.
So yeah, you will, even if you can find 102 minerals, right? It's because what do they dump into the sea? Everything.
But
everything.
I'll be right
so
back.
Just figure that algae and that sea moss has sucked up all the toxins that was in the water too. just why you like, oh yeah, I got sea moss. That's why most of the time when you see moss, it's bleached because it's really supposed to be like a dark color. People just be doing anything. That's what I'm saying. Everybody gonna be like walking off the cliff, and then people just gonna be like, oh, I didn't know. Oh, I was following.
So you can get the same vitamins and minerals in your body from eating sushi.
I'm sure. But I don't eat no seafood.
No, I ain't a big seafood. I ain't a big seafood either.
I don't really like it because it's like a lobster is a bug.
Well, the lobster is in the same. A lobster and crabs are in the same family as roaches. I heard that. That's biologically right.
They call crustaceans, and I'm cool. I do not want no roach on my plate. It's just where they doing it big and they eating roaches.
Talk about lobsters. And lobsters are bottom feeders.
All right, shit, I came back in on the wrong. Who the hell eat roaches?
No.
We're talking about lobsters and crabs being in the same family as
the roach of the sea.
Yeah,
it is. They are in the same family as a roach.
They might never bring her on the show again. They all are.
My mom swears by her shellfish, though.
They're bottom feeders.
Am I catching y'all at the right? Oh shit, my shit ain't.
Great delay like a motherfucker.
I can't cast those stones. I can't be like, oh no, I'm better than you because of this. Because I know I eat pork. Like I know I will never give up bacon. Don't care what nobody says.
Facts.
Bacon is the. Have you tried the other bacon?
I tried turkey bacon. That is the worst shit ever.
So you like pork bacon?
Yeah, I like pork bacon. I don't eat no goddamn turkey bacon. I ain't
no other kind of bacon than a pork bacon.
I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna come back in.
Go out and come back in because you want jerky. That beef jerky, that shit be hard. You have to wash your teeth with the little fat strip in the middle. Like
beef jerky is good. I ate beef jerky. Beef jerky is pretty fucking good, dude. Listen,
I can't. It's too chewy. I can't stand the texture of it.
Before you put your mask on, old lady shoot you. Look, why you got that old lady on the screen? I'm not being responsible for that shit. That old lady on the screen. She gonna sue you. This ain't our legit show. This is just quarantine conversation. This is just a freehand show to talk about what everybody got going on. You say you got a YouTube channel, Potty Mouth or Nara? What you doing?
It's not called Potty Mouth. It's called Pirate Bed.
You gotta put it in the comment. You gotta put it. You gotta come on the show. See, we got Glam Girl, Gamer Glam Girl. That's her. She has a YouTube channel. That's what we do. We bring people on the show to talk about what they got going on. I know you had a YouTube channel. You could have been came on here and busted up with us.
My YouTube channel all over the place though. It is. It don't just be about medicine because I be getting frustrated and I be trying to talk about other stuff going on. But this is what I want to point out to y'all. If y'all don't think COVID been out for a long time or the effects of it, you know the boy who died from it when it first came out, Fred, the guy's son.
Yeah.
That was recently.
He rap his ass off.
Yeah.
I love Fred.
He just passed. Yeah. That nigga, he been had COVID if COVID is existing. Because that nigga, he used to be rapping. He's like, they be like, you all right? You need to take a breath. He be like, wait 1 second. But his bars be crazy, but in between be some big breaths.
He definitely has shortness of breath.
It's not what kills you from COVID is you have to have pre-existing elements that's like detrimental to your lungs or breathing or something like that.
That's like asthma or something.
Asthma. When you get it's like that.
Like HIV.
But that's what it is. They probably constructed this shit in the lab.
It's air HIV.
Why they constructed this shit because the world's overpopulated. We paying for all these sick people, these elderly people, and everything like that. They say, listen,
back to the insurance.
Let's throw this out here. Let's thin our population. It's sad to say, but that's what they did. Let's thin our population. Let's get rid of these sick. Because it was killing obese people. Let's get rid of them very obese people, not just I'm fat.
I was gonna say, what you trying to say, motherfucker?
I'm fat, my nigga. I got titties now. Look, my titties jiggle.
Let's say that's true, Kev. Let's say that's true. Let's say your theory is true, hypothetically. What they didn't account for was natural selection. Stupidity at its finest.
They didn't.
So
They
they're
couldn't control
unintentionally
it
now killing off people that were seemingly healthy. They just don't want to follow the rules.
because it mutated. That's the thing they don't get about diseases. Diseases mutate. You can put it together in the lab all you want and think you got it under control. Because COVID-19 has been out forever. Animals get it. Animals get COVID. They treat it for it. So they probably said
the 19 is the strain. Coronavirus in general is like the common cold, but this is a mutation of it. That's where the 19 is.
They built that shit. They built that shit in the lab and didn't expect it. It exceeded its expectations and did damage. Now they're like, holy shit. How do we reel this shit back in? This shit was just supposed to go kill off who we selected to kill off and go away after that.
Let me tell you something. Okay, well, let me tell you something then. The shit is an insurance scam. Yeah. They was tired of, you want to go see your mama, they got her on the respirator, pull the plug on her ass. That's what listen, I believe all the motherfuckers that they was like, yeah, they said they did this for this motherfucker, they've been malpracticing motherfuckers. First of all, when you go to any hospital, now when you look at it, because I remember when I was working at the insurance company, most of the hospitals, like in Pennsylvania, right now, the hospitals are all under the same umbrella. If you look last year, the year before last, they all filed bankruptcy. So anybody who had a lawsuit against the hospital is not getting paid because they're under bankruptcy right now. So you're not going to get a penny. Okay, so right now, all the hospitals are not liable for anything that they do. They don't have to pay, and family members are not even showing up back home. So you can't even really get an autopsy to see what was really wrong with your peoples anyway.
You can't go in the hospital. You can't be in the hospital. People that have kids.
So all of this it's the best cover up I've ever seen. It's the covert 19. That's what the fuck is called.
Shit. Damn.
It's the covert 19. I'm not trying to hear none of this. Don't take yourself off.
Nah, his camera keep dying. Nah, listen, I don't doubt it, but
no, I think my wife. My wife calling.
I think it got out of hand. I think they have no control for it anymore. I don't think they.
It ain't. No. I think that listen, America was paying for so many nannies and pop-pops, and people that was sick, they tired of it. It's about to be Nazi Germany. And the best way to put people in concentration camps is to tell them it's a pandemic. And your parents, listen, they got Mexicans at the border in cages under fucking aluminum foil. They little burritos and shit. I'm not trying. This shit is wild. They doing some shit. This is the covert operation. And they just named it COVID.
Well, they're gonna turn America. I'm guessing they're trying to turn America into Russia. I just don't understand. It's just we got a clown for a president that's just.
He ain't nothing but a puppet.
Oh no!
There to point and click.
I always said that. Yeah.
It's always president. Listen, presidents always been puppets, and some have more. You ever see the ones that have conscience? They age like Obama. Age like a motherfucker. Bush.
That motherfucker ain't got no conscience. I know,
but
he a devil. But he a devil.
But he aged like he got somewhat of a conscience. He aged like a motherfucker. Trump ain't aged. Trump said, "Hey, I can get rich from this shit. Y'all want to be y'all puppets?
If you got a spray tan, he got a spray tan. We don't know what color he is.
Yo, that motherfucker don't. He gives zero fucks.
He gives his face pent up and everything. That man is fine. Don't worry about Trump. He fine. That nigga getting the best pamper. He shit on gold toilets. He's not going to age. He's been rich. His more money, more problems has been his problem. So he's going to age as slow as he's been aging.
Watch the second he gets done being president, we never going to hear from him again because he got his presidential pension.
He might get killed. He might be one person I can see after he stopped being president that they off because
Let's talk about this because this is one thing I haven't heard y'all talk about, and I don't be in here all the time, but y'all might be fucking throwing me out the room after this.
Oh shit!
No, we don't. We don't throw nobody out the room.
About the whole now, at the same time we going through all this, y'all heard about the Wayfair shit?
Yeah, they got just what I need.
I'm gonna fuck him up.
Oh, they were selling. No. They selling kids on Wayfair, Dre.
Where you go? All right.
They were selling kids.
They were selling
She punched her own camera out.
That's what they said.
Wayfair took your ass off the damn camera.
Wayfair said, yo.
They said, we got something for your ass.
The government is after your ass right now. What you talking about right now?
That was me because I went, and then my camera was like.
That was Epstein's ghost right there.
Oh,
that wasn't his ghost. You know, that nigga is, he where his money at. That's where he at. That nigga where his money is.
He dead. They killed him.
That nigga super dead. And Gillian ass is right behind him.
No, reason I said they killed him because he got locked up. He said, "Oh, I wasn't supposed to go to jail."
I want to hear what she got to say about Wayfair. Hold up.
Go ahead. Tell me about Wayfair.
Okay.
Because Dre don't know. Big bone.
There with the Wayfair shit, what they was like trading kids a couple years ago, right before when Trump first got in office. This is why you don't hear nobody saying Hillary's running. You didn't hear Hillary come out and say she was running again. Because Trump is really, he sent out indictments for all of them motherfuckers. Like, them niggas is really, Trump, he sent out them joints for Obama, everybody. He said them motherfuckers was feeling and touching and groping on kids. So at the same time, he put the world on break so he could fire all them people in the office.
But he was doing this shit too. He in them pictures too. He just as much as guilty. Listen, that must be.
Listen, he's dragging them out.
Because he knows when he gets out, if he gets kicked out of office, how he's ratting them out. If he gets kicked out of office because he's ratting in office and they can't touch him, they are going to kill him when he comes out of office. He's the type of guy that will have all these secrets from the White House and go write a book to make millions. That's the type of person Trump is the type of person to take every secret he learned in the White House, not president no more, write a book so he can be a millionaire.
I would buy that book just to read the Area 51 chapter.
They will off him before that book even it gets off his thought shelf. He will be gone. He don't that's why a lot of motherfuckers don't say nothing every president.
About the same boy who buys coochie under a different name and make you sign a contract.
Bro.
Yo, Dre needs to fix his camera.
Bro, I don't care which. He can do that all he want. But when the powers that be and they out there want your ass, oh, they coming for you. That's why they keep cutting Dre's camera off.
Do you know what covert means?
Yes.
It means right in your face. It means it's right in your face. So all this shit is right in our face. It's for us to take it in or not. You could be like, oh, no, that's not what I'm seeing. Okay. But in the end, when you if somebody filling you up and then you get done they do it to you and you acting like you ain't know, you like a girl like, stop. Bro. You know what's happening.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, when Trump leave office, that's why he want to be president so bad. He knows if he leaves office, there's a good percentage that motherfucker is gone that day. I'm sorry. You can bullshit. Look how they all jokers.
He got Secret Service for the Secret Service. He not playing.
He got his personal bodyguards too.
I think what Trump wants to be, he wants to be that 1%. He's not. He wants to be that he's trying to buy himself. That's why he does. That's why he says and do whatever. He's trying to buy himself into that class. He doesn't realize that class is that class is already selected. They're not introducing no new members, and if you try to force your way in by ratting on them, you are gone. I'm telling you.
That joint on.
And Jeff Bezos is the leader.
He's not in there.
And Jeff Bezos is the leader.
Yeah.
Jim, what's his name?
Bezos.
Is the leader.
Who? The owner of Amazon.
The leader.
No, they Bill Gates. Is Rothschild and Rockefeller. Their family has been holding on that shit like a death grip. You got to have a certain amount of money. It don't matter what you look like. You could be any race, color, creed, or whatever. It don't care what you look like. But you got to have a certain stature or enough money to get in there. Trump is not going to get in that club. I'm sorry. Trump is not getting in that 1% club of the mega elites, the ones who control the world. He's just too stupid. Why would you let an idiot like that in your club?
Yeah, let him in the White House.
I'm trying to tell you.
Because we can control him.
Listen.
Go ahead.
They want to build us up. They want to build us up with all these lies and then snatch the rug right from under us so that nobody have nothing to believe in. And when they snatch the rug under, people won't be like, oh. Because what's happening right now? people that have had money all this time, they're being brought low. Like they're just being on regular planes with us. After a certain amount of money, when you have a high living status, your bills are still coming in. You're going to be on a regular. That's why, what's her name? Gabrielle Union. She was like, we don't have liquid cash. We don't have money like that. Why, bitch? You should have been putting that shit under your fucking mattress and buying gold like the fucking Arabs and shit.
Definitely
like
got my
nobody told
gold.
you to believe in your
Silver.
credit cards.
Well,
Now you ain't got a job. You ain't out there on the street pumping or doing whatever you want to do. It ain't no oath to take. It ain't no little like it's not there no more. The whole cushion is being they putting a hole in it.
Because
they don't want you to have nothing.
You can't. That club is exclusive.
Going off of that metaphor, what's happening is they're sticking the pins in the cushion and they're waiting for the right time to pull them out.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because when it do, everybody listen. It's the scripture in the Bible. It say He calls everybody great and small. How do you do that? Everybody gonna have to take the mark to get the money. Nope, and they telling you money dirty. It's the dirtiest form of whatever. Bitches been sticking it in their ass for years. But now you gonna have to swipe a card and send a bitch a cash app when you go to the club. Like I sent you a cash app, I put $5 in the cash app, bitch. Keep dancing.
It's coming soon. Like we are approaching the end of times, and listen, my whole theory is always.
You ready? Are you ready though?
For the Mayans?
I haven't had a mindset, but I always had like, listen, people have made a lot of these people that's up in this upper echelon have made deals with the devil, and are listening to what they're doing to this planet Earth that we live on, and they're taking their advice, and they are driving this motherfucker in a hole for greed, wealth, and money, and don't realize you have a lifespan. Your lifespan eventually ends. You return to the ground, and whoever you made that deal with is coming to fucking claim what they gave you. We are just fucking here. Listen, we're just here like, oh my gosh, we are getting fucked royalty by these people who made these fucking crazy deals, and we're on the receiving end of the bullshit right now. Like, it's just a sad time. Like, I'm scared. I got crossbows. I got my gun license. I got everything. I got fire. Listen, if shit goes to shit, I can last.
Listen,
I think the term is if shit hits the fan.
Yeah, shit hits the fan. I'm ready.
You got an umbrella?
Huh? I don't need no umbrella. I got fire starters. I got crossbows. I got hunting knives. I got a machete. I'm just ready for when it goes down.
Poverty is practice, and this is what people don't understand. Poverty was our practice. I think J. Cole said that shit in a song. Like, I can't think about which one it was. When I'm gonna text it and put it up there. But J. Cole said that shit. Poverty is practice because one thing about it is we are on the bottom of the barrel right now. So the people that's getting $600 a month, a week, they balling. But somebody else is get that $600 like, oh my God, this is not enough. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so it was our best teachers because now it's somebody who ain't have it, but they putting away. I know, you know how many people that started a business right now in these most trying economic times.
Oh, yeah, she started.
She
started business.
Unemployment allowed me to start my YouTube channel.
Allegedly.
But this is what I'm saying. Unemployment is putting people in a position where ain't nobody had no time to do nothing. You was running there for your slave master. You was doing whatever you had to do for your slave master. I was on break. I've been on break. I came off break. Because I'm like, hold on, it might be a hero pay. I might want to get in on that. So
I still got my slave master.
I've been working since day one this shit started. But you know who's gonna survive if the world goes to end the least? It's people that's homeless people. They already out there.
People that's been poor.
People living in these conditions.
What to do already. You like, oh, we had the lights off before, baby. Don't panic. The lights will come back.
But the homeless people, like I ate out of trash cans. I ate leftovers. I ate stuff that wasn't that healthy. I drunk from here because I had to drink.
They gonna live like kings.
They're gonna live like kings, and we're gonna have to like figure out like, oh shit, we gotta. What are they doing that we need to do with them? But that's where we at. We at the end of times with all this COVID, all this shit going on. They said in the Bible that the Antichrist was supposed to come from the West. At one time, I thought it was Obama. I may say fucked up, but I was like, because how they portrayed the Antichrist. The Antichrist was supposed to be somebody that we all believed in, that we all put hope in, that we have faith in, and he drove us to hell. The Antichrist is probably Trump because everybody. No, I say it because he's making motherfuckers drink bleach. Ain't a motherfucker make me drink.
No. Here's my thing. I don't think it's Trump. Trump is distracting us from who it really is.
Ooh. It might be touchy Joe Biden.
Give it to him.
Silly ass.
No.
Give it to him.
Yo, he touch everybody's shoulders. He be like, "Hey, girl."
Nah, it's but you might be right because we are. Everything is showing itself. The next thing is what they call the race war. We are at the fucking breaking point of that shit. And my theory is,
they pump that shit all day long. All they do is show you white people killing black people, or this and this and this and that. Listen, I know a couple black people that I would have shot because they do some shit.
Yeah.
But I can't socially properly say anything in regards to this.
No, you can't. What you can say to this is that the race war is not going to be like. It's going to be bad, and it's going to put people like that's what the Bible predicts. It's supposed to be a race war between everybody, and that's how the world's going to really fall apart. But I'm pretty sure
it's going to be the South against the North again, and people are going to be fighting with their Confederate flags again. That's all it's going to be.
I think the world has, like you said, I think the world has been ended and reborn hundreds of times.
I don't think hundreds. I think 3.
If you ever
tell me why. Tell us why.
Who, me?
I think 3 because we had the dinosaurs, right? And then we had the Ice Age. And then we had us, pretty much. But the dinosaurs and the Ice Age were only 2 endings. When we get to
I do believe in dinosaurs, but I don't believe in... You know what? I believe in dinosaurs, right? I believe that everything that they say happened, like how they say it was 1 million years, I don't believe that. I believe that it was like super sped up. Like,
but we say how many times you think the planet has? She's saying she thinks the planet are. I think societies has been wiped off of this planet multiple times. Like, I think the ending for us has happened multiple times. This ain't going to be the ending. That's the ending where it race. I think we're going to end again, and we're going to start all over again, and we're going. Like, I think the Bible was like somebody. Sometimes I think I follow the Bible. I think the Bible is like, hey, a guy telling you how to live your life because, hey, this is going to happen again. You're doing, and we're doing the same thing we said not to do in the Bible, and we are right on the destructive path of ended ourselves again. We're there. It just is. Listen.
It is. We're right there for number 4. But my number 3 ending was when humanity first started. You had all these legendary cities like the Mayan cities, Atlantis, all these different Roman places that we're having a hard time finding now. Why can't we find them? Why are they legendary? Where'd they go? So I think that was ending number 3 right there. We're in the 4th part right now from the world ending between the different ages, the dinosaurs, the Ice Age, and then the first round of humanity. We're the second round of humanity. That's what I think.
A good book to read about this, if you want to read, if you want to hear some real shit, is by Graham Hancock, Magicians of the Gods, and all that stuff like that. They're very good books because he's looking up, they're digging for all these cities that disappeared and everything like that. These people are supposed to have knowledge that we had. Like, stuff that we had knowledge of the stars and the heavens, technology.
Yeah.
They had, I think the Egyptians had a solar calendar. I mean, a calendar of the stars so accurate of how time proceeded, like, what time of day it is. Their shit's within thousands of a second. Our clocks that we have on our phone right now is not even as close as the Egyptian timekeeping they had. It's nowhere near it.
Here's my thing with the Egyptians. Do we all know who Nikola Tesla is?
No. I heard
Tesla. The dude who actually created fucking, what is it, electricity or some shit, or lights, or I'm sorry, I forget what it was.
He created a way to give people free electricity, but he was overshadowed by the big electric companies that wanted to charge people for their electricity.
Right.
He was basically like bought out, so to speak. But he invented like these giant towers that would emit free electricity to different, if you put like a receptor on top of your house, it would emit free electricity to your entire house. Pretty much. That's what Nikola Tesla invented. And that's why the Tesla car company is called Tesla, because they're the electric cars. But there's a theory that the Egyptians had their own version of the free electric transmitting technology, and that was the obelisks, and their power plants were the pyramids, because nobody actually knows why the Grand Pyramid in Giza, the biggest one, has all these different chambers that seemingly lead to nowhere, and there's high concentrations of hydrogen in one, there's high concentrations of like carbon in one, and there's like this theory that the giant pyramid in Giza was the power plant that was providing the obelisks with the ability to transmit all of this free energy.
Shit.
Can I say something about that?
But
So it's this guy on YouTube. Y'all gotta look him up. And his journal is called Mud Fossil University, right?
Okay.
And so he came up, Mud Fossil University. He came up with this theory, and I don't, I don't go off of anything, but I believe, like, the Bible talked about giants and stuff like that, right? So
yeah, David and Goliath.
He showed, but even before Goliath, it speaks about him all the way in Genesis, because the people were growing to be, they were like 900 years old. It was way more oxygen in the atmosphere. And when plants get a lot of oxygen, they become very, very tall, and they grow tall, and the people get tall. And these people back in the day, they were really, really tall and stuff like that. So when the flood happened, the reason why it was for 40 days and 40 nights, just think about it. If you was trying to flood giant shit, you need a lot of fucking rain, and you need a lot of fucking water. And this is why it had to cover so much area, because niggas was clinging to trees, niggas was doing all types of shit. Dogs was holding on, everything. So when you see they dig out some, whatever, the architects or whatever, when they dig out something, you always notice like the Sphinx. The way the Sphinx looked, it looked like it was alive at one time, because you see it looked like it was like a dog laying down. But he just looked like he just gave up. Like, you know what? Fuck it. We drowning.
No.
And he just sat there.
Well, they said
any dinosaurs that they find them upright. They find them like this motherfucker was trying to keep his head out the water.
Well, they don't
never find shit laying on its side.
Well, because they said, if you read Egyptians of the God in old text, they said that all the gods in Egypt have warning of this flood coming, and they said how they wrote in the text that they fled to their ships and they left the planet, and the one god that was upset with them sent a shining star out of the sky to drop on the planet and caused the flood. What they're trying to say is maybe these people was intelligent enough to send a freaking missile down and wipe out civilization. He knew where to target.
That's the thing.
That goes back to my story about Sodom and Gomorrah.
If you go back to
that's what we talked about earlier.
Listen, if you go back to the Tower of Babel, they were intelligent. They all spoke the same language, and they were all of the same language and the same speech. That was the first time God came, and they said that when he came down to the earth, he basically was like, oh, these people, they could do anything they want. When we all teamed up together, we said we was making a tower all the way to heaven. This is these pyramids that we talking about. We talking about, oh, these pyramids. Where was they going? They was going to bust through the dang on constellation and try to make their way up to heaven. But also, if you think about it, like, you see the pictures, like what walked up these steps, giants. All those stories was true. Like, that shit.
They said it was true. It's already, it's in history. If you, like I said, check that book out. The history, when you hear
wait. I want you to go back and just start looking at area views of mountains. Like, mountains from over top of them. You'll start seeing they got mountains that look like bodies. Like, motherfucker just was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just tired. They got mountains that look like bodies, and they have titties, and then they have a stomach.
Well, they said like they said
they got caves that look like, when you look up, it look like you looking dead into a vagina. And then they be looking like,
I've been there.
Here's a thing that may prove that. If you look up the Nazca lines, there's a giant plateau in South America somewhere where you have all of these different intricate pictures like drawn in the earth, and you can only see them from the air because they're so giant.
Yeah. Listen, I'm
Who
telling you,
drew those pictures?
A lot of the mountains look like people.
They probably drew, like they said, the giants, they existed. They said it. The gods feared these people. That's why they wiped them out. And they said the gods came from, all these stories that all the gods, they had civilizations, the Aztecs, the Egyptians. It was another civilization, Romans, another civilization in Russia that was back in ancient times when the Egyptians were around. They said all these gods came from the belts of Orion. They all worship, all these different civilizations worship these same star constellations in the belts of Orion. Yeah,
the star Sirius.
Star cluster Sirius. That's where these gods came from, to these planets, and they gave them knowledge and everything how to do stuff. But they said the gods got angry with the people because they were getting so smart that they wanted to come to where they was at. So all these stories.
Now, I'm trying to tell you this one thing, because a lot of stuff is meant to deceive you.
What's
They'll
wrong?
tell you part of the truth and then deceive you
into
the rest. But if you know, like they say in the Bible, it said that a third of heaven got kicked out with Satan. And just like y'all said, one of y'all said that it was a big star that came down. What do they call Lucifer? And it's a psalm about it.
Morning star.
Say,
You breaking up. You broke up. You broken up.
And I throw that nigga out. He threw him out.
You're breaking up, Naira.
We can't hear you anymore, girl.
We can't hear you. You're breaking up. You're going to your signal bad.
Shut up. Y'all heard that?
Yeah. This nigga is stay a bully. Nah, you was breaking up.
Y'all heard that?
Yeah, your service was bad.
Yeah, you had bad service wherever it was that you were.
Yeah, they don't like me. They don't want me talking.
You're gonna have the Men in Black at your door after this is over.
Yep.
They already
come to
know
pick you up.
I don't waste my
Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones knocking your door down.
Exactly. All these motherfuckers
and I'm
gonna
like,
be.
Will, you got an entanglement at your own damn house. Go on.
Nah, but I read, like I said, well, I had the audio books of all Graham Hancock's books of the Magicians of the God. It's just all these stories of these.
You done called it 5 different names by now. I'm trying to figure out what the name of the book is.
You got Magicians of the Gods. You got the Underworld Mystery. I'll tell you the ones I read that I personally have.
He said I got the audio books. I'm not listening to no man that would read his books on
audio. I do.
You can't do that.
I do. I listen to fake.
Some people need to do that.
You probably text the type.
No, I drive.
Write
so
my wife a letter.
No, I drive for a living, so I gotta listen to stuff. So I listen. Fingerprints of the Gods is a good one. Magicians of the Gods and America Before and Supernatural. Those are my ones I have.
That sounds like some Yu-Gi-Oh shit.
Nah, it's very interesting. Like listen to Magicians. Listen to Fingerprints of the Gods. That's the best one. That one had me like it blew my shit. Because it made so much sense. And I had to go back and look at different shit. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker. Because he doesn't base his shit off of. He bases his shit off of he's digging for this stuff. He uses geologists, different, religious people. He uses everybody. It's for you to. It's up to you to believe it.
Have y'all heard of the Apocrypha?
The Apocrypha?
What? The Apocrypha.
Tupac what? What is that? I've never heard of that.
I think it says Tupac what?
Listen, it's the middle part of the Bible, right? And I work at this little old people home. So you see like all the little old people, but they got a little book center downstairs, right? And they just leave books for you to take for free. And the biggest part that I found was the Apocrypha was the middle pieces. When you open that shit up, the first page that's in the Bible talk about Alexander the Great. Why would they take that out? They teach you about Alexander the Great in the school, but then they tell you that he's in the Bible.
You never watched that? You never watched when Discovery had that thing on there? It's called Lost Verses of the Bible. Like you can There's a verse that they took out of the
I
Bible
don't like
where
nothing Discovery put up.
no,
But
but
go
listen,
ahead.
no, but this is what you're talking about though. They took verses out of the Bible. It was a verse in the Bible that had that like hell wasn't permanent. You can go to hell, and if whoever was in heaven seen you in hell suffering, they can pray you out of. They'll ask God, please bring this person out of hell and bring them into heaven. Like hell wasn't a permanent thing. Hell was just somewhere you went for a time being as a punishment, but you came out. It wasn't. They said they can't
like
have
a prison
that.
sentence.
They said
But
they
wait,
could.
wait, wait. They do talk about it, but they talk about it. It's called Abraham's bosom. And what happened was before Jesus died on the cross, people will go into Abraham's bosom because there was nobody who paid for their sins yet. So when you go on Abraham's bosom, but now those people have been released, and that's just another part of hell. That's where I read this book called Divine Revelation of Hell, where this lady, she just basically was going through, but she was like, yeah, I went through here, I seen this, I seen that. I'm like, oh, that sound. But anybody who ever say I died for like 10 minutes, they all gave the same little thing that she said. I smelled like.
Really?
Yeah,
They
I
all
heard
say
that.
it stink real bad. They all say it stink. And the first thing they say if they ever bust hell wide open was, oh, it stink.
Yeah, I done seen people that died. I done seen videos of people who died on the table. But they went to heaven and they came with peace with dying because it's like I never been so calm and relaxed in my life. I don't fear death no more because where I was at, I never felt this happiness before ever in my life. Nothing on this planet has ever made me this happy that I was the minutes I was dead. So a lot of people that have them experience that died on the table that seen heaven, they accept it. You know, they accept dying.
Listen, I remember when I was reading the book, right? I was taking a class in community down North Carolina. And the lady who was the sign language for this little freaky boy who used to sit next to me, he was like deaf or whatever. But he used to
Why
have
gotta
her
be freaky?
sign like, can I get your
Freaky
number and
boy?
shit? he was a freaky boy. Like, he didn't care. Like, can I get your number? He'll write on his little two-way, like, can I get your number? I'm like,
Deaf niggas need it too.
yo. But his fucking translator, she was like, well, what's your book about? And I'm like, oh, it's about this lady. She had this, like, you know, she was dreaming she was going to hell. She was talking about the experience she had. He was like, oh, okay. And then she was like, well, I just wanted to tell you. She was like, I believe in hell. I'm like, why? She was like, well, this guy I was translating for right before he died. I had to translate to his family. She said he kept saying a family member. He was calling a family member name who had passed before him. And he said, damn, get off me. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. And then when he said it's hot, he just passed. And she said she literally had to translate that to the rest of his deaf family. Like,
What did he do to go to hell and he's deaf?
What the fuck you think
First
they be
of all,
doing? You think they do what?
I think they be
people
doing.
that have ailments,
I'm
they
joking.
be the meanest people in the world. They be the meanest ones. Like the nigga with no legs. That's because he would run you the fuck down if he had legs and shoot you. That's why. The nigga that's deaf, the nigga was, like I said, he was a cold freak. He was using his two-way to text me to get his number. Like, you don't want my number?
I know niggas who can hear and do that all the time. All the time.
So
that's why I'm trying to get out of the business that I'm in.
What? You have deaf dudes hollering at they? You have guys?
These freaky rich people trying to get me to go back to their penthouse with them is weird.
No, don't.
Listen, you pay up front. It's like,
oh, you gonna get your money up front and dip out?
I might not never show back up at the penthouse, but you pay up front, you might can see a little vibe.
Where are the rich
Make my
women
cash
at?
app go ring.
Ain't no rich women out there giving us.
I've
no
seen
vagina.
them
Where the
too,
rich
and you
women
can
at?
tell every part of their body is fake.
No, he talking about rich.
Is giving it up because that little boy August just made off. He got a whole career, everything. He
Shit.
made off.
I've seen the rich
Willow
women
and them
too,
look like
and
What? How they try to get? I'm talking about the rich old nasty women. They want to get a little young guy to come do some damage to him real quick.
I've seen them too. I've seen it all where I
I've
work.
seen them too.
It's god awful.
Oh, like ladies,
We can be old soon too, ma'am.
I know that, but I was like,
we might
I was
be in
at,
the same place. Like,
do I have to keep my eyes open while I'm doing this? I was like, do I have to keep my eyes open while I'm doing this? Dre, I think
we're gonna have you right. You talking
we are exceeding our time limit. That's what's happening.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, all right. Yeah, something was going on. My shit acting crazy.
Yeah, we are exceeding our time limit, dude. Listen,
My wife called me like twice, man. Shit's crazy. I think we should do like the shit y'all was talking about though, like all the history, end of the world type shit. That shit is mad interesting. I think we should definitely do a part 2 of this. This shit is mad interesting.
Are y'all?
Go look at the Go on my if you go through. Kev,
type it in the comments. Type it in the comments.
Find me on Facebook.
You gotta type it.
I can't say my name. I'm potty mouth on here. But
type your names in the comment though, so I can.
That way we can put it up.
That way we can.
That way we can put it.
Y'all already know my YouTube channel. Yeah, I got it listed as my name.
There you go.
That's what you got to come on here. When you come on here, do what she do. Self promote. We appreciate that.
Absolutely.
We encourage that. You know, right? You've been on the show, and we always glad to have people. That's what we do.
That was the government. The government ain't like that shit. They say, "Hold on, pause."
Y'all tell too many. I'm telling y'all, get a chance. Listen, I seen your book. I know you got your book on.
I tried to put my Instagram up.
Put it, Kev. Toss it in the what you call it.
It's in the private chat. All right, I got it.
So you gave it the wrong directions?
No, I got it, dude. Relax. I'm copying this shit. I'm trying to copy the motherfucker. It's in the private. She put it in the private chat. I'll put it up on the page. I got it. I guess
you told her to do it.
No, I said in the comment section, dude. Not on the.
My Instagram is the same as my name right here. It's just all switched together.
Well, let me go back to work.
All right. Well, I got it. Here go. Listen, we tell people all the time. You're more welcome to. There you go.
Absolutely.
I just put your Instagram up. We're out. This is not an official show. We don't give a fuck. Peace. That's how we end this shit.
See y'all.
See y'all.
Oh my gosh.